People of Reddit. If you woke up with $1 million in the bank tomorrow, what would be your first purchase? Boring answer and index answer. There's a cute little cabin, 3BR 3BA, maybe 2,000 square FT. That's for sale on 4 acres with a creek running through it just 5 minutes outside the city I live in. I would love to live there, just to live my introverted cottagecore fantasy life while still having all the convenience and amenities of a good-sized city nearby. Pay off all debts and then invest some money and vacation. A clue. A freaking clue. A fat and diversified stock portfolio. Thing I would do is not purchasing anything, but handing in my laptop and badge at the reception and cry tears of joy for a full week that I never have to go back to that toxic, disgusting place of hell. A 2-hour massage and full spa day with all the fixings. I need some TLC so bad. I would probably just go about my usual life in a state of bliss knowing that I will never struggle financially. Application of the $$ would require a lot of deliberation. No purchase. Point 1. Pay off mortgage. 2. Pay off any credit cards. 3. Top up RASPs and tax-free savings account to maximum limits. 4. Put the rest of the money into an investment fund. A car, then multiple dentist visits. I'd go all out and come out with the perfect teeth never and will never have otherwise. The diagnostic ultrasound to confirm I don't have cancer. Definitely avocado toast, just to piss off Dave Ramsey and friends. Ice cream. I'd got $1 million in my account. I'm gonna have whatever the fuck I want for breakfast. I've not been able to afford eating out for a good few years, so probably just a nice dinner for me and close people. Wait to see if the bank made an error first. Otherwise, they'll just take the money back. A house for my parents. Pay off the house and credit cards, then retire with the ability to save most of that. Bye-bye mortgage bliss. We know it's legitimate and there's been no error that will result in a clawback of funds. Pay off debts. Set up my fully funded emergency fund, and then probably start looking for a home to purchase. Dang, that's the most middle-aged answer ever. I'm middle class. I would just pay off debt and then take a year off to travel. Paying off my house and buying a quadruplex. A cup of coffee and a big breakfast. It is something I can't afford nowadays. So best believe it would be where I'm heading first. Some fine as prime rib with garlic mashed potatoes and some truffle fries. Land, about 50 acres. Once it was verified to truly be mine, I'd pay off all my debt, cars, house, student loans, toys. Then I'd probably go out to dinner with my husband to plan our next vacation. I wouldn't quit my job, nor would he quit his, but we'd probably be able to retire earlier. For some reason, pre-wrapped sausages come to mind. A ring to propose to my girl. I'd hire an accountant because I'm pretty sure there was $3 million in there yesterday. Furnish this house we bought but can't afford to fill. A plane ticket out of here, somewhere the IRS can't fund me. A trip to Turks Caicos my kids. A 12-pack of beer to let the $1 million soak into me. Funny thing, I woke up this morning and found out that I actually do have $1 million in the bank. Just kidding. I think I would get my teeth straightened. I would feel weird as a senior citizen walking around with braces though. Coffee, then wait for the oopsie from the bank. Pay off debt and be current with bills. Muni bonds. I like the cabin idea someone posted above. $1 million doesn't get me what I want, sadly. Beach house or NYC apartment. Maybe some kind of houseboat or some cool lake house in Michigan. Yay, my friend has a lake house in Michigan and he has a cool pontoon and all his neighbors and him drive around the lake to visit each other and park at their docks. I want that. An accountant to go through how much I owe in taxes. Pay off my house and car. An airline ticket to Bridgetown, Barbados. A retainer at a law firm. I ran out of tofu, so that. A beautiful home outright. One Big Mac. After that, I'll have about $3.50 left after taxes. I'd buy my 1970 Buick GSX back. I had to sell it along with 4 other cars because I had my mother in a nursing home. My house, just to live in peace and not fear. a small house and upgrade my TV and sound system. The leftover money would go into mutual funds and ETFs. Pay off debts, then go into more debts buying Mossberg 590s. I would buy a lot more land to add on to what I already have. The very first thing would be breakfast at a diner. Paying off all my debt and a new asset. Investing the rest into gold and the stock market. A box of Krispy Kreme donuts. Got close to that already. I just buy things I need and sometimes I'll splurge on something I'd like to have. Pay off my house, build up my retirement account, share with my kids, set them up, and invest the rest. A small home with a big garage and my dream cars. Pay my mortgage and invest the rest so I can have money while looking for a dream job without getting stressed about working. I'd buy a meaningful present for my husband, too. Probably a mistake. Call bank. A new apartment since my roommate is breaking our lease with little to no notice. A large home so I could set my mother up to live with us. Have my business on site and rent out my current to small house as an investment. All-inclusive trip for the husband and me to Jamaica. Pay off my debt, mortgage, and car. Max out IRA. Then invest the rest. I'd keep my job, knowing debt can't keep me there. I would now enjoy more time off and continue to invest toward an earlier retirement. Land, it's the only asset that never decreases in value. Takes that much now. Same as every day. Nice mug of tea and a bacon sandwich at my local cafe. A screened greenhouse with some kind of motorized windows that I'd install over my pool. Land, a house, a new reliable car, nothing too expensive. I wouldn't buy a mansion either, but some type of small cottage in a place where I have some distance from my neighbors. Home repairs, all the home repairs, then hire a CPA. I'd still work because $1 mill is menial these days. Maybe even go back to school and get a higher paying job to keep supplementing. Off the rest in a brokerage account. A 2-week European vacay, then figure the rest out upon arriving home. A vacation to meditate and settle, so that I can proceed with a strong drive to continue being productive and successful. I'd pay off the mortgage, but since new fancy kitchen appliances big chill brand because I love the retro look. Then I would set some aside for a family vacation and invest the rest, probably about $800,000. A house, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. A new house, then go back to regular day-to-day and bank my paychecks. Maybe invest in a rental property or something. Country home with a geothermal heating cooling system and other things to help make it off-grid. Pay off house, what's left on car payment. Invest 80 of into my long-term investment portfolio and spend the 20 on paying off my student loans and buying a car. Old Hickory Pit's CTO smoker. I buy biryani and eat 'cause I am happy. Pay off my student loans. Then buy myself a white Cadillac Escalade with red interior and all the bells and whistles. A vacation ASAP, then pay off all debt. I would be waiting for the bank to realize the mistake they'd made and claw it back. Nothing. I would use the money to finish the last quota of my house and debt of my wife's new car. I could pay for that stuff immediately, but with our current economy, we never know. About $15,000 total in debt and car note to be paid off. I'd upgrade my 20-year-old rust bucket trucks to one truck something about 4 years old. House is paid off, but I need roof in a few years and some other housing upgrades. I'd get a John boat for fishing, nothing extravagant, a used one for maybe $3 for K, and the rest would butt into income-bearing accounts. I'm thinking $80,000 would be about the amount I need to spend. Trust funds for my pay the mortgages of my kids' homes. Maybe also the mortgages of my in-law sisters. Pay off the rest of my debts, give back to my parents, keep my 9-to-5 office job, get out of renting to buy a home. Invest the rest, start a family, retire early. Food, I have none right now and I'm starving. A new car and a couple nice trailers to put on my land. Probably McDonald's breakfast on my way in to quit, giving me the fuel to leave a smell for several days once I'm gone. Plane tickets to see my long-distance partner. Pay off my mortgage. Thanks for watching.